weeks and weeks of uncertainty regarding the Derby, 12 runners will line up on Saturday, which doesn't include the well-supported St Nicholas Abbey, who has been ruled out with a muscle injury. In his absence, Jan Vermeer has jumped to the head of the market. So Paul, your audience awaits, the time has come. Who's your pick for the Derby on Saturday?
Well, Lewis, they talk about lies, damn lies and statistics, but where the Derby is concerned, there are some stats you can follow. There's been 4 winning favourites. You can include joint favourites in that in the last 10 years. But even the other 6 winners were pretty high in the list in the betting. So for me, I don't think there's going to be a surprise result this year either. I'm going to side with Jan Vermeer to give Aidan O'Brien a 3rd winner in the race.
So yeah, he was impressive in Ireland in the trial, wasn't he? What's your thinking behind this one then? Jan
Well,
Vermeer?
looking at his career overall, for me he improved with each run as a 2-year-old. Don't forget he beat his stable companion Midas Touch twice as a 2-year-old, and the second time was when he won the Group 1 Criterium International at St Cloud in November. Now he was held up early season this year with a bit of a minor injury, but he was very impressive when he won the Gallinule Stakes at the Curragh in his last start. I mean, look at it. Okay, you can knock the form if you want. Yeah, okay, fine. But he won only by 1 1/4 lengths, but that's the easiest 1 1/4 lengths you're going to see this season for my money. It could have been a lot more. And don't forget, he was conceding £7 to the opposition.
Yeah, he was giving a lot of weight away that day. Is there problems with the breeding, you think?
Well, he's by Mangeur, but on the dam side, he may be a bit light for stamina. I'll grant you that. But don't forget, he won over a mile as a 2-year-old. He wasn't stopping at the Curragh, was he?
So Paul's pretty confident there with Jan Vermeer. So we'll move on to the other runners in the race. Do you think the second favourite Workforce, who was beaten the Dante and a runner-up in the Dante, has never gone on to win the Derby? So is that a problem, you think, for Workforce?
Well, he's come under the radar a bit. I mean, we've all been looking at Ballydoyle. But just about everything went wrong when he ran in the Dante. The ground was too fast, the bit slipped through his mouth. I mean, you know, give him some credit there. Looking at the positives, Sir Michael Stout reckons that he's come on for that experience. And yes, Lewis, I know no horse has lost in the Dante and won the Derby. I'm really not worried about that. My concern is the fact that Stout really wanted to give him 2 runs before the Derby, and I think he may just lack that bit of experience, even though there are 12 runners in the race. Yeah.
Okay, so just a few more to look at. Rewheeled in for the Godolphin, who have supplemented him for 75,000, which is a lot of money. Must think highly of him.
Well, 75,000 is a lot of money to you and I. I think Sheikh Mohammed can just about afford it.
Probably, yes.
Probably dug down the back of a sofa.
Just about, I reckon.
But he's a nice horse, and it was a good win at Goodwood 2 weeks ago. But really, what did he beat?
Yeah, not much.
I think he's good. I think he's also got a lot of potential, but I think this race may be just a bit too soon in his career. I think he's just going to need a bit more time.
Yeah, one for later on in the season, you think?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I'd agree there. And also Bullet Train, who's actually drawn the unfavourable stall 1, hasn't he? So it's not the best draw for the Derby, too.
No, not really.
No? He's got chances?
Yeah, the funny thing was Henry Cecil didn't seem to impress me when the Derby tried at Lingfield. But I think that probably had more to do with the fact that Henry was still trying to work out why Timepiece got turned over in the Oaks trial about 40 minutes before.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, he will need to make a big improvement on anything he's running before. He's in the mix, but I'm not sure.
Okay. And another one as well, Asmil for John Gosden, and it's William Buick's first ride in the Derby. Good young jockey, isn't he?
Oh, very good. I mean, could William actually be the first jockey to win the Derby, first time of asking, since Walter Swinburne and Shergar in 1981?
Yeah.
Long time ago now.
Couldn't remember it, to be honest.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, he looked the part in the D, and I think he could be one for the places.
Yeah, I'd agree there, actually. I think that's where my each way money be going, I think. And just to finish the second and the third Godolphin runners, Alzir, who's been ridden by 3-time Derby winner Kieran Fallon, who's returning to the Derby this year.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I fancy Alzir on form, but the booking of Kieran Fallon makes him interesting. Let's face it, no one around at the moment, unless Lester Piggott comes out of retirement, rides Epsom quite like Kieran Fallon can. He could be the move in the market on the day.
You never know. So it's Jan Vermeer then for Paul, who's the current favourite, and we'll stay tuned here at better.com on Monday, where Paul will be back to review this week's action. And always good luck if you're having a dabble.